Good morning, all of you. Contraceptive methods, birth control methods. First one, that's the natural method. Second one, that's the barrier methods. Okay, first some question answers, then we go ahead. First, natural methods. Can you tell me which is the first or which is the main principle of natural method? Which is the main principle, correct, of natural method? That's the avoid meeting of sperm and ovum. Name of the first natural method? Yes, all are correct. Name of the first, either we call rhythm method or periodic abstentions, correct. We can simply say that temporary avoidance of coitus or copulation. Next, in this method, particularly during which days of menstrual cycle, okay, couple should avoid coitus 10 to 17 days. Why? Yes, in this period, maximum chances of ovulation, correct. This is the most fertile period. Yes, correct. This is the most fertile period. So avoid coitus during this period. That's why name given that period, periodic abstinence, periodic absence भी बोलते हैं इसको, right? So if sperms are not available into the female reproductive tract, right? Though the ovum is available during ovulation, ovum is released, but sperm is not available, so fertilization cannot be takes place and the further events cannot be occur. Next, second method. Correct. Vrinda Gosai, first one. Withdrawal method or coitus interrupt. Right? In this, male withdraw his penis from the vagina just before, correct. Remember this one, just before ejaculation to avoid insemination, correct. So in that case, semen is carried outside the vagina. Next, third method, which is a natural hormonal method. Lactational amenorrhea, meaning of amenorrhea. No menstruation, correct. When intense, remember, lactation period is there after parturition. At that time, ovulation does not occur. Which hormone is responsible for that intense lactation? Prolactin. So this prolactin shows high concentration of prolactin hormone shows negative impact on which hormones? Yes, NRH and that are FSH and LH. FSH and LH cannot be secreted when prolactin hormone level is high. So without FSH and LH, follicles cannot be developed and subsequently ovulation cannot be occur. Next, second type of methods we call barrier methods. which is the main principle of this barrier method? Principle I am asking, Diksha, Dhyani, listen my question first. Yes, Halisha, correct. Ovum and sperm do not meet due to presence of barrier, okay, which prevent the fertilization. First barrier method. It is made up of correct rubber or latex. Devaj, Dhruti, Faiza, Forum, Haya, Hanil, Hitarth, Hussein, Mahi, Nishil, Shiv. Not given a single answer. Wake up. Otherwise, I will remove you. Next. In male, this condoms covers the correct. Whereas in female, cervix. Next. Male for male. That condom name. Correct. And the female, femidome. Female, femidome. Correct. Next. They are reusable or disposable? Disposable, right? Next. Self-inserted or required any good practitioner? Next. Second type of barrier method, diaphragms, cervical, cervical cap, and third one, valves, right? Again, they are made up of rubber, and these are mainly for, okay, only for females, that covers the cervix region and used before coitus. The difference is between the previous one and this, these are reusable. Yes, correct. These are reusable. Now, to increase their efficiency, to increase their spermicide efficiency, for that, which things, yes, spermicidal chemicals, either in the form of jellies, cream, or form, they are used along with this barriers. Right? So we can say that this is the one type of chemical method also. Now the next thing, next one, next contraceptive methods that we call IUDs, intrauterine devices. Remember, this is the one of the most most widely accepted method of contraception in India. Remember this line. Next, see if asked, which is the most widely accepted method of contraception in India, then go with this IUDs. And which is recently more utilized contraceptive method, then remember that's the barrier method, and in that the condoms. Recently asked, then go with this, and widely accepted method if asked, then go with IUDs. Next, IUDs, for that, this is not these devices are not self-inserted. For that, requirements of doctor or expert nurses, because these things are placed, name suggests uterine. So these things are placed into the uterus. IUDs, these are placed into the uterus through the vagina. This thing is entered and placed into the uterus. IUDs are ideal contraceptive methods for females to delay the pregnancy or space children. Next, three types of the IUDs that we call first generation IUDs, second generation IUDs, and the third generation. First, initial the IUDs is developed, intrauterine device is developed, which is a little bit, that's a primitive type that we call non-medicated IUDs. First generation that we call non-medicated IUDs. Example, lips loop. It is made up of rubber, polythene, plastic, rubber we need plastic. It is made up of the plastic. Just with the help of plastic, the loop-like structure is formed, like this double S shape structure. And this type of the device is placed into the uterus. So through the vagina, this thing with the help of catheter, okay, tubular structure is there. This thing is inserted. Okay, vagina, it cross the vagina, cervix, and then reach to the uterus. Then over here, this structure is placed in this way. Next, after that, see, it's a double S-shaped structure. That's why the name given. It's a lips loop structure. These devices are impregnated with barium sulfate. इसमें जो chemical होता है, that's the which one? Barium sulfate. Now, one more thing is there. Over here, little bit with the help of this device, little bit that the minor injury is carried out with the help of this device, and due to that injury, okay, due to that injury, very minor injury is there. Over that, inflammation occur, and by that way, okay, one thing, inflammation occur, or we can say that by producing that tissue damage. No doubt that tissue damage is very minor. Inflammation occur, and due to that inflammation over that, okay, leukocytes are there, that helps in increases the phagocytosis of sperm. So whenever, see, these things are placed into the uterus, these devices are this device is efficient for maximum 5 years. With, see, 5 years तक ये फीमेल के यूटेरस में रह सकते हैं, and it shows their efficiency. How? So whenever the sperms are available in the female reproductive tract, it reach to the uterus. Into the uterus, if this device is present, then this device, okay, that helps in phagocytosis of sperm. Phagocytosis, you know, which kill the sperm. Okay. So increase the phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. That is the main mechanism of action of this Lips loop or non-medicated IUDs. Then in that further that some advancement are there, and the new, that's the second generation IUDs are developed, that we call copper releasing IUDs. Copper releasing IUDs. Name suggests in that copper is there. So this copper, and in this no injury is required. First one in that minor injury. Second one in that copper releasing IUDs. So their example copper T, copper 7, multi-load 375. Here copper T. So it's a, why this name is given? It's because this device is in T shape, and this device is on that the copper is present. That's why the no, name given T shape है, copper है, so name given copper D. Same 7, copper 7. You can now imagine that's in this way. And copper, that's the 7 shape is there, on which again copper is present. This copper ions suppresses the sperm motility. You know that to fertilize the ovum, sperm should be vigorously motile. Sperm should be vigorously motile. So here the copper ions are there. These copper ions are released from that this IUDs. Okay, this copper ion decreases the sperm motility. For motility, you know that the energy is required for that flagella. And for energy, glucose is required. So copper ion reduces glucose utilization. Copper ion for sperm. When sperm, okay, uh, that copper ions bind with the sperm, then that reduces glucose utilization in sperm. So when glucose level reduce, gradually energy reduce and sperm motility reduce. And if sperm is not motile enough, it cannot be fertilized. It cannot be fertilized the ovum. And if not much motility, then it cannot be even reached to that particular site where fertilization takes place, right? So by that way, it reducing the fertilizing capacity of sperm also. That is the second generation IUDs. Copper releasing IUDs, examples copper T, copper 7, or we call the multi-load 375. Main, remember, mechanism of action that copper ions suppresses motility and fertilizing capacity. I'll show you the peak. Okay, first we'll complete this and then I'll show the peak. Next, third generation IUDs. This is now widely mainly utilized. That is the third generation IUDs, which is more safe. Hormone releasing IUDs. Third generation, in that again, the devices are made up of this plastic, okay, which are again T-shaped, but they are impregnated in that the hormones are filled. Which hormone? Progestat and LNG20. Remember LNG20 full form, levonorgestrel. LNG20 full form, levonorgestrel. The third generation IUDs that we call the hormone releasing, because in that now the hormones are present. Example progestat or the LNG20. Now, so from these devices, okay, I told you that these devices are safe, efficient for 5 years maximum. So this devices, from that devices, in a very per day, very minute quantity of these hormones are released into the uterus. Now, so इससे क्या होगा uterus में? So which makes the uterus, see, fertilization can take place. When sperm available, fertilization can take place, but makes the uterus unsuitable for implantation. you know that for implantation, endometrial lining should be thick. So here, endometrial lining remains thin. So within thin endometrial lining, that blastocyst cannot be implanted. So this one makes the uterus unsuitable for implantation. And second thing, makes cervix hostile for sperm. So the cervix region is the uterus part, then the cervix, then vagina. So cervix, in that the cervical fluid is present, which is generally thin and sticky in nature. So due to this hormones, here the cervical fluid that becomes thick, which create a plug-like structure. So if thick mucus plug is there, thick layer is there, so you know that sperm is a very minute structure, right? If thin structure fluidity is available, it can easily swim into that. But if thick one is there, then it cannot be able to cross this layer. So that's why we call, due to these hormones, either progestat or the LNG20, they make the cervix become hostile for sperm. Sperms that remain over here. They are catched over here. First three generations clear. First generation IUDs, second generation IUDs, third generation IUDs. First generation we call non-medicated. Lips loop example. Remember, according to the shape, the name is given. Increases phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. Second generation IUDs, they are copper releasing. Examples: copper 7, copper T, multiload 375. Copper ions that suppresses or decreases sperm motility and in a way fertilizing capacity. Third generation, they are hormone releasing IUDs. In that hormones are there, they are simply made up of plastic, right? Progestat and LNG20. LNG full form levonorgestrel. Third generation, which is that hormones are present which makes the uterus unsuitable for implantation and cervix hostile for sperm. All of you clear this three generation entire IUDs topic? Good. See, this is the first lips loop. See, these are the two thread-like structures at the end of the devices. They are, ये uterus में है, ऐसे imagine करो. This much part up into the uterus, right? Next, over here, this part, this thread-like structures, they are can remain into cervix and vagina. So whenever these devices are need to remove, with the help of just pull these threads from that cervix and vagina, so it will come outside. That's why these threads like structures are given. Next, see, copper and ये hormone क्या है? Simple, right? In this way, see, device is placed into this uterus. If you can make out over here, that device is placed in a such a way that it covers the both the ends of the uterus, which join with the connect with the fallopian tube. So chances of fertilization for that pregnancy, conceiving, that are or reduces, or we can say that nil. That's why the shape is given to cover the both the ends. Next, See, this one is the multi-load 375. It is different over copper. So first some question answer, then we will go further. Which is the most widely accepted method of IUDs in India? Which is the most widely accepted method of IU? Which is the most accepted method that we contraceptive? That's the IUDs. And IUDs may be remembered that's a hormonal relating if specifically asked. Next, three types of the IUDs. First generation IUDs. Example. Quickly. First generation IUDs we call. Example. Okay, they are non-medicated. Remember. Example. Lip loop. Mechanism of action of this one. Mechanism of action. Correct. Increases phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. Second generation IUDs we call second generation IUD. Yeah, that is the correct answer. Copper releasing. Now their examples. Copper T, copper 7, and third one. Third example. Correct, Ashish. Multi-load 375. Next, what is the main mechanism of action? Yes, suppresses motility and fertilizing capacity. Next, third generation we called hormone releasing IODs. Examples. LNG20 and other example. Other example. Progesterone. Correct. LNG full form. LNG full form. Levonorgestrel. And here mechanism of action. First, very good, Helen. Makes uterus unsuitable for implantation. And cervix hostile for sperm. Next contraceptive method, that's the hormonal methods. See, hormonal methods in that one thing that hormones, okay, synthetic hormones, we can take in the form of tablets that we call pills, or else certain devices, chips are available which are placed in our body. From that, the hormones gradually release. So either in that form, we can take these hormones which helpful for birth control. Third, that we can say that simply take the injection. So now we are going to study about that we call simply hormonal methods. In that first one, that is oral contraceptive pills. Now, oral contraceptive pills, in that pills, which chemicals are present? So small doses of either progestogens or progesterone estrogen combination for females. This pill for females, remember first. And in that progestogen or progesterone estrogen combination. See, progestogen given term, that is the artificial synthetic steroid hormone like that progesterone. Okay. So these hormones are present in the pills. Now, when you see the cover of that pills, so on that cover, that's the numberings are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 21. So these pills have to taken, okay, have to be taken daily for 21 days. And this pill should be start with the within the first 5 days of the menstrual cycle. Within the first 5 days of the menstrual cycle, this pill should should be take and repeat this thing for 21 days. Then after 21 days, gap of the 7 days. Gap of the 7 days. So 28 days complete ho gaye. Pills take for 21 days. Then next 7 days gap in which no tablet or no pill should be taken. So in this 7 days gap, okay, menstruation occur. In this gap of the 7 days, menstruation occur. Then again, when the first day of menstruation is there, or within the first 5 days of menstruation, again this thing should be repeated. Then again gap of the 7 days in which menstruation occurs. So this medicine, see 1 to 21 days numberings are given on that medicines. अब देखो generally कोई भी medicines पे ऐसे numbering नहीं होंगे, but in this medicines the numberings are given because on each day the concentration of these hormones, okay, in that each pill given, that is different. Their composition is different. Okay, progesterone estrogen है तो in some one that the progesterone concentration more, estrogen less, then in other that the estrogen more, progesterone come. So their concentration is different, and in for that way, okay, the numberings are given on that wrapper. That's pills have to be taken daily for, sorry, pills have to be taken daily for 21 days, starting within the, remember, first 5 days of menstrual cycle. Then gap of 7 days during which menstruation occur. Okay, because see ये hormones level drop हो जाएंगे, medicines की वजह से उसमें rise then drop. And you know progesterone hormones level when drop, menstruation occur. Then repeat for the next cycle. Their effects. So this thing inhibit ovulation. Due to this pills, this pills inhibit the ovulation as well as implantation also, and it makes cervical mucus thick to prevent entry of sperm. जैसे hormone releasing में था cervix hostile to sperm. Same over here, that cervical mucus become thick, so sperms cannot be entered into that further reproductive tract of female. So their effects, remember, it inhibits ovulation, implantation, makes the cervical mucus thick to prevent entry of sperm. Next, these medicines are very effective. These medicines are very effective. Lesser side effects are there, and they are well accepted by females. Two commonly available pills examples, Mala D and Mala N. Okay, for this combined contraceptive pills. These are we call combined because in that progesterone estrogen combination, estrogens are there. So we call combined contraceptive pills. Next, one more. See, these medicines are there. These medicines have to be taken for 21 days. And one thing, इसमें कोई भी डोज स्किप नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर on particular time पे, suppose morning 7 o'clock पे start किया है, तो every day should be repeated at the morning 7 o'clock. If anyone can forgot, then within the maximum 1 hour, she should take this. So one more thing is there that you know, Saheli, we have discussed. Remember, that is developed by CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute at Lucknow in India, which is a non-steroidal pill. First one, earlier one jo tha, that is in that progesterone estrogen combination. So they are basically steroid hormones. Okay, so they show their side effects, so very less, but they show the side effects. Over here, this is the non-steroidal pill. Non-steroidal pill, in that one of the compound, that compound name sandchromin. Sandchromin. Okay, this compound has prepared. Okay, it's a synthetic one, and these Saheli pills are made up of this compound sandchromin, and which is a non-steroidal one. It has high contraceptive value and fewer side effects. And these medicines take only once in a week. Earlier था वो 21 days के लिए. Now advanced medicines once just take for only once in a week, which is even non-steroidal also. That mainly affects the uterine environment for an implantation. Okay? That mainly affects the uterus for implantation, means it inhibits the implantation process. So remember Saheli, which is a non-steroidal pill, it is made up of sandchromin compound developed by CDRI. It has high contraceptive value, fewer side effects, once in a week pill, and that affects the uterine environment for implantation. First, oral contraceptive pills. Okay, first that's the steroidal, second example for that non-steroidal. All of you clear? Any doubt? Good. Now next thing, I told you that pills, okay, 21 days continue करने हैं pills को, or else once in a week. If anyone can forget this thing. So one more things are available. That the cheap like structure or cheap like structure that, okay, that should be implanted. That should be implanted in the body of the female. Now, in that chip, it's a basically 6 matchstick size capsule. First, see this pic, then we will discuss. See, in this pic, implant, okay, over here, implant, that is, one more thing we can say that it's a subcutaneous implant. Subcutaneous means just below the skin layer, okay, cutaneous skin. So just below the skin layer, 6 matchstick size capsule. See, आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so first doctors make a small cut over here. Okay, it's a small surgery, minor surgery, surgical procedure is there. first make a small cut over here and then insert this 6 matchstick size capsules below the skin layer. In this capsule, the steroid hormones, that progesterone, synthetic progesterone, is present. And per day, very, very minute quantity of this hormone released. Okay, per day, very, very minute quantity of this hormone release. Again, this device is efficient for maximum 5 years. Next, this thing is inserted under the skin of inner arm above the elbow. Inner side pe, okay, arm ke above the elbow. These things are implanted. So next method, that is the subcutaneous implant. Subcutaneous implant, another name we can say that Norplant also. Okay, that we called Norplant. See, Norplant. Okay, subcutaneous implant, Norplant. प्रोजेस्ट्रोजन और प्रोजेस्ट्रोजन एस्ट्रोजन कॉम्बिनेशन सी, जैसे पिल्स में थे सेम कॉम्बिनेशन है. इम्प्लांट सी, पिल्स जो है ओके, ये अल्टरनेटिव फॉर्म है, इसका ऑप्शन है एक्चुअली, अल्टरनेटिव ऑप्शन है ओवर हियर. either person can take a pill or else the insert that chip. So no need to every time remember that he should take medicine. Implant contraceptive chip under skin, 6 matchstick size capsules as implants are there. Effects, so it blocks ovulation. It blocks the ovulation. Okay. Next, after that, cervical mucus, which becomes thick to prevent sperm entry. First, either it blocks the ovulation and or that it makes the cervical mucus thick to prevent sperm entry. So this much information for Norplant or the subcutaneous implant. Next thing that we call emergency pills. Emergency pills, okay. In that again same combination, progestogen or progestogen estrogen combination. Example of this emergency contraceptive pills, that I-pill, pill 72 and unwanted 72. इमरजेंसी कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव पिल्स जो है इसको दैट्स मॉर्निंग आफ्टर पिल्स भी बोलते हैं. मॉर्निंग आफ्टर पिल्स, अदर नेम इज दिस वन, मॉर्निंग आफ्टर पिल्स. इमरजेंसी पिल्स और एल्स मॉर्निंग आफ्टर पिल्स. These pills can prevent pregnancy if taken within 72 hours of copulation. When unprotected sexual intercourse occur, and to prevent the pregnancy, this medicines if taken within 72 hours of copulation, then it will that check the implantation process, and by that way it will prevent the pregnancy. That's why, see, within 72 hours, that's why the name given pill 72 or unwanted 72. Effects: prevent pregnancy if taken within 72 hours of coitus, to avoid possible pregnancy due to rape or casual unprotected intercourse. These are the emergency pills. See, no doubt these are the emergency pill in C. Suddenly to prevent the pregnancy implantation process by taking these pills, in that the hormone concentration is very, very high dose of that hormones are there, so it will cause the side effects more. menstrual irregulation, vomiting, okay, too much pain in during that menstrual cycle, high bleeding. These are the side effects are there of this emergency contraceptive pills. Next thing, ideal contraceptive should be user friendly, easily available, effective, and reversible with no or less side effect. Reversible meaning what? When we stop, okay, and any person that stop taking that particular medicine, or else that device, uterine device, if you know, that IUDs, when these devices are removed from that uterus region, then person should get that fertilizing capacity. She should can become a pregnant. She should carry conceive her child. So in for that cases, that for that we call the reversible with no or less side effect. Next, it should in no way interfere with the sexual drive, desire, and or the sexual act of user. Next, next thing, in above one more thing that to implant a nor plant or implant. With that one more thing that either use that implant or take the these hormones in the form of with the help of injections. Okay. Then next method that we call sterilization method. Sterilization or surgical method. In this, it is the terminal method to prevent pregnancy, highly effective but poor reversibility. Now you can understand this word, reversibility. Means once the surgically, okay, that two things are there, tubectomy and vasectomy is done. Then when, okay, when this, see, surgically, first we will understand this what is vasectomy and tubectomy, then you can easily understand this poor reversibility, which blocks the gamete transfer to prevent the fertilization. Two types of the sterilization method. For females, we call tubectomy. Tubectomy, why? Because in that, by surgically, fallopian tube, the main region where fertilization takes place, okay, or the part of the fallopian tube that is, okay, tied or cut one thing in this way, or bend to make a seat, make a loop and then bend and cauterized. Either or of these three, okay, this thing is done over here in the part of fallopian tube. So see, fallopian tube is over here, either tied or cut, band or cauterized. So क्या होगा? When from the ova enter into the fallopian tube. So this ova, okay, this ovum, because यहाँ पे suppose ova, see over here, just understand that the ovum is there. यहाँ तक आया है, ये fallopian tube का ऐसा part है. But here the bending, okay. So ovum cannot be further moved to this fallopian tube towards the uterus. And same way, sperm available, that sperm cannot be that come to that particular part of that fallopian tube, or in fallopian tube where the egg is present. So fertilization cannot be takes place. In this, say in sterilization method, no need to take any that steroidal hormone medicines or non-steroidal hormone medicine. By cutting the ends, tied and cutting of the fallopian tube, or else the bending of fallopian tube. Fallopian tube in that when small cut is there, okay, small first see in this one, when small cut and then tied, here bending. So this thing inhibits, this thing that inhibits the gamete transport. Female gamete now cannot be transport further over here. Same way, if sperm available, it cannot be transport towards the where the egg is present. So fertilization cannot be occur. Now that word poor reversibility. So if this type of this banded one, right? Or this two or this two. So if female wants to now get the conceive a child, then if this banding is removed, यहाँ पे this ends can rejoin, same over here. So once these things are rejoined again by surgically, but the chances are very rare the female that become pregnant or can conceive her child. Chances are very rare. That's why we call when sterilization occur in females, particularly fallopian tube part over here is surgically band cut. So that's why the technique name tubectomy. That's why the technique name is given is which one, or procedure name given, that's the tubectomy. Same males also. In males, vasa deferentia. You know that this structure is entirely that's the vasa deferentia. So see here gamete formation process occurs, right? Same in female gamete तो फॉर्म्स होते ही है, बट वो ट्रांसपोर्ट जो है उसको ब्लॉक करता है, इट ब्लॉक्स द गैमेट ट्रांसपोर्ट. In testes, sperm are produced then through, after epididymis to reach the vasa deferentia. Vasa deferentia over here, if you can make out that same like a fallopian tube, vasa deferentia makes a cut over here and then bend or time. Then after some time, some years, if again rejoin this vasa deferentia, then it will not show the as efficient as the earliest one. That's why for the gamete transport, that's why we call when surgical methods, sterilization method is performed, then it shows the poor reversibility. See, it is for just 1 or 2 years, then it shows that less reversibility, but for a longer period of time, this one shows the poor reversibility. Okay, or in some case, no reversibility also. So remember, sterilization method that shows poor reversibility to get the chances for conceiving. In males, vas deferens part is tied, okay, cut and tied. That's why the name given of that procedure, that's the vasectomy. In females, we call tubectomy. In males, we called vasectomy. So that inhibits the seed, blocks the gamete transfer to prevent fertilization. Sterilization, in females we call tubectomy, in males we call vasectomy. Tubectomy, small part of fallopian tube is cut or tied up through small incision in the abdomen. Now, the below the abdominal region, okay, abdomen in that the below region, in that uterus part, that our reproductive system we can say is placed. So by making a small cut on the abdominal region, the fallopian tube is cut and tied. It's a minor surgery. Okay. Or else through the vagina also. Through the vagina, one catheter-like structure is inserted and that helps him to perform tubectomy. So in female, either make an incision, small incision in abdomen or through the vagina. Vasectomy, in that small part of vas deferens is cut or tied up through small incision on scrotum. Small incision on the scrotum. बोलो clear है sterilization method. Remember, sterilization, it's a terminal method and method to prevent pregnancy. Highly effective but poor reversibility. Yes, the released ovum that is degenerate, because you know that viable periods are there for that gametes. Once that viable period is over, cell death, cell degenerate by its own. All of you clear? Do you have any doubt? If you want to ask anything, you can ask. Next. Next topic. Okay, with that, okay, with this, I have completed the contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods we have completed. Now the next topic, that's the MTP. Yes, Krisha, correct. When menstruation occur, only the endometrial wall lining. Okay, menstruation में endometrial wall lining से होते हैं. Clear? Medical termination of pregnancy. In simple term, we call abortion also. Particular definition is given. Intentional or voluntary termination of pregnancy before full term. Before full term means before that fetus growth inside the womb of female mother. So that we call MTP or induced abortion. Induced abortion. Nearly 45 to 50 million MTPs are performed in a year all over the world, which accounts to 1/5 of the total number of conceived pregnancy in a year. Legalization of MTP is influenced by emotional, ethical, religious, and social issues involved in it. Legalization of MTP is influenced by these all aspects. Okay. Government of India legalized MTP in, remember this year. This line is very, very important in this. Government of India is legalized MTP in 1971 with some strict condition to avoid its misuse. You know that female feticide, हमने ये learn किया था. When they knew that the female fetus is a female, so that go with the female feticide, kill the females in a fetus form, which is a wrong, which is a misuse actually of this technique also. So that's why Government of India legalized MTP in 1971 with some strict conditions to avoid its misuse. Next, main objectives of this MTP. One thing, this one helps in which conditions? So first, to get rid of unwanted pregnancies. To get rid of unwanted pregnancies. Whenever if unprotected sexual intercourse is there, okay, and the lady can conceive, and at that time if she don't want, so that we call the unwanted pregnancy, either due to casual unprotected intercourse or failure of the contraceptive use. Sometimes contraceptive, okay, we know that the barrier methods and other. So it might happen that these devices are failed, right? So failure of the contraceptive used during coitus or rapes. So in these cases, this MTP get helpful. In cases where continuation of the pregnancy, second thing, in cases where continuation of pregnancy could be harmful, even fatal, either to mother or the fetus or both. Okay, in some of the cases during the pregnancy, okay, certain things are there, because certain things are created, and due to that, it will affect either fetus. Okay, it will lead to even death of the fetus. It will lead to the death of the mother or both. So in such cases, doctors suggest that, okay, that she should not carry this fetus and go for the MTP or induced abortion. So these are the objectives, that if unprotected intercourse or failure of the contraceptive use, and third one, when if pregnancy continue, but that pregnancy could be harmful for or even fatal, which creates the death of the fetus, mother, or both, then in these cases, MTPs is allowed. So MTP, mainly remember their definition, then remember 45 to 50 million. Okay, this one, and remember 1971, and these are the objects. Next thing for MTP, okay, that next thing, timings for MTP, okay, which is the safe time to perform this abortion. See, before full term दिया था definition में. So MTPs are considered relatively safe during the first trimester, means first 3 months. First 3 months up to 12 weeks of pregnancy, this thing, okay, MTP or induced abortion can be safe. Second trimester में भी possible है, but that one become very much risky. And the first, remember, first trimester, that is totally safe, but second trimester, in that again possible, but risks are more. Then next thing, that illegality related this MTP. Majority of MTPs are performed illegally by unqualified quacks. Unqualified quack meaning what? Okay, some of the doctors are there. You know that. Okay, they don't have any kind of degree. Okay, ऐसे ही बन जाते हैं. And they actually, जो unqualified है, they actually carried this type of activities. So that we call unqualified quacks. These MTPs are unsafe, could be fatal too. उनको कुछ भी टेक्निक डिग्री है ही नहीं, टेक्निक नहीं आती, कुछ मेडिसिन, nothing they know. Okay, so at that these are unsafe and could be fatal too. It will lead to that. Next, last time we have discussed this amniocentesis in detail. Remember, can you tell me what is the meaning of that amniocentesis? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of amniocentesis? Centesis meaning? Yes, to puncture. Correct. Khushi Kalpatavi. Correct. Okay. Synthesis meaning puncture. Puncture Am I audible? Okay. Amniocentesis, okay, means puncture to the amnion layer. Then next, that amniotic fluid is collected in which fetal cells are present. These fetal cells are separated. Then genetic level, they study. Then next, this amniocentesis. Can you tell me this amniocentesis helps in what? Amniocentesis helps in, we have discussed. One is a sex determination, that is correct. Next, जो लीगल है वो क्या था? ये सब तो ये इलीगल है. Yes. Chromosomal abnormalities. Okay, to find out the genetic disorder, enzymatic. Yes. Okay, if fetus has congenital disorder, enzymatic abnormality. Correct. Right. For this thing, amniocentesis is performed. In that, one of the thing, that sex determination of unborn child. If female fetus, then MTP, female feticide, which endanger the life of mother and fetus. Okay, still some of the villages are there. In that, the if female fetus is there, okay, this type of activities are carried out. That sex determination by this technique. And if the female is there, okay, if the female fetus is there, then they go for the MTP, induced abortion, which is an illegal thing. And if repeatedly the pregnancy, okay, if she can conceive, and suppose two three times that same, that's the female, she can conceive the female. So they again repeat the same two three times, induced abortion or the MTP. So this thing actually, okay, that affects this lady, and the next time when conceived, then it affects the mother and fetus also. So that is endangered life of mother and fetus. Clear? All of you clear? MTP. "58 students are there. I need that many answer. If you have any doubt in single one, I can repeat, I can explain. Good. No one. Bindya madam?
हाँ मैडम.
Bindya madam, recording stop करी दे.
ओके मैम.
Okay students. Question answers.